to PetesWeek with Carl Bidwell.
Hello.
Peter Elliott.
Hello.
And Chris Bradley. Hello. Basically, we're going to be talking to Pete because he's a genuinely strange lad.
Yeah.
And we'd like to know what he wants to do in life. So we thought we'd ask him some questions. So Pete, who is your favourite superhero and why?
Well, it's got to be Wolverine.
And why is that, Pete?
It's like we were saying the other day about, compared to other superheroes, he's more or less just invincible. Like you were saying, how like if he gets shot, he can just re-heal himself. You know, he's got stupid strength and sort of super abilities.
So why is that a good thing?
Well, it is a good thing because it's almost like he's got no weakness, it's like a kryptonite kind of factor.
Yeah, surely that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it can be also because it's like Marvel have created almost like...
He can't die.
Exactly, that's why he's good as well, because...
But that makes him rubbish, Pete.
It does make him rubbish in a way. It doesn't really have an excitement of just, oh, everyone he fights he beats.
Well,
To an extent.
is that true?
Well, yeah.
Well, look at like the Origins film. Like they make a
He can't die. They say the one thing that can kill him is a adamantium bullet to the head. They do that and he doesn't die. He just gets a bit of memory loss.
Yeah, he just sort of gets.
Yeah.
In the end, he just gets back up like, oh, that was weird, and just carries on. So the only
the funny thing about this is though this is the only film Pete's seen of X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wolverine Origins.
I haven't seen
He's not
one-
seen
I've
the
seen
original
1, 2, and
ones,
3.
1, 2, 3, which is pretty rubbish.
But if not, also
first
like,
class.
also like Magneto's got to be a good one.
They don't have to be X-Men, Pete.
Well, no, but I just think the X-Men are probably some of the better superheroes. Like, yeah, Superman, Spider-Man, all them kind of things. They're still good.
So who are we going to fight then?
Between who? Well, all of them.
Who do you reckon, Carl? You pick your favourite superhero.
Oh, that's a good question. Might go with Batman because it's just pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
It's a very valid point. Alright, so Pete, who would win out of Wolverine and Batman? And why do you reckon?
Again, I probably would say Wolverine, like we just said, he hasn't really got a weakness. Well, the only weakness that's known to him is an adamantium bullet.
Yeah, but he could be locked up.
That's different. That's not a straight fight though. That's just a.
Yeah, but Batman uses traps and tricks and.
That's with Batman though. Pretty much Batman is just a normal bloke who's got a lot of money, got enough money to try and build.
It's not just
the things he has.
It's not just a normal man.
Well, no, he's not just a normal
spent
man.
years of training.
Well, yeah, but anybody could spend years of training.
But they don't.
Exactly.
You're not Batman, are you?
I'm not saying I am.
No, but that's what I mean. Like,
all right. If you were Batman, right?
Yeah.
If you were Batman,
If I was Batman,
yeah, this would be.
what would you do, right? If you saw an old woman in the street getting attacked or mugged or something?
Well, if you're Batman, you're going to save her, aren't
No. It's not if you're Batman. It's your Batman.
Yeah.
I am Batman.
What are you
What
going to do?
Then I'll save her.
How?
How?
Yeah.
Well, how many people are attacking her? One? Is there a group?
Let's say 3.
Yeah, well,
Three's a reasonable number.
3, the standard sort of, yeah. 3.
One's a lookout, so he's looking out, so he can see if you run across the street in your cape and all that.
Unless he's on the rooftops. But
Yeah, he's got to get there first.
That's the thing.
true. That's
Right.
true.
If I was on the rooftop,
You got the skill because you're right. You say as well. You've been given all the money so you can be Batman, but you're in the physical shape you're in now.
I'm in shit physical
But you said, you said,
I'm Batman.
you said Batman was a normal man. Just he's got the money. So we're saying if you had the money to become Batman, you've got all his gadgets and that. You're in the physical shape you're in because obviously he hasn't trained. So what would you do?
He has trained though.
But you said that wasn't what made him Batman.
Well, no.
You said anyone can train.
Yeah, but then again,
that's what I'm saying. You've done some physical things in your life, so you've got reasonable bits. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what would you do then?
Well, you'd go and save her.
Yeah, but how? How would you save her?
How?
Because you've got.
Fight the muggers.
Yeah, but how, Pete?
How?
How are you going to take on 3 men?
Punches and shit.
With a weapon.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but you haven't got any fighting skills, so you've got to try and think of another way to do it. With any gadgets that Batman's got, you've got.
Any badges like Gatman. Batman.
Any gadgets that Batman's got.
Right. That's what I meant to say.
Badgets.
Gatman.
Gatman badges.
Right.
Oh god, right. So was any of the sort of
Batarangs, or they can call them Peterangs, you know.
Batarangs.
are they then like the ninja stars he's got in the shape of a bat?
Well, yeah. Well, no, they're not. They're just starts to shape of a bat. The batarang's the one that he throws and then it hits and comes back.
Yeah.
You've got like grappling hooks.
Well, yeah.
What would you do? Would you like sneak up on a rooftop and then smoke them out and then jump down and quickly grab the old lady? And not do what you normally do?
Not do the usual. I don't know. That's quite a good one actually. That's the thing. There's a level of sort of you'd want to run in.
Because he's quite a smart person as well, is Bruce Wayne. He's living 2 lives while he's doing all this, and he's quite up there.
So am I.
Well, you're an engineer, so what would you do?
Well, I'm Batman.
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
What do?
You haven't actually said what you're going to do.
I'd probably go from the rooftop, trying to attack downwards rather than sort of running at them.
Okay, so how'd you get on the rooftop? Yeah, because the lookout will see him and just shoot you. Because they've got guns as well, Pete.
Okay.
Right, so how'd you get up the rooftop? And is it on the opposite street or is it on the same street?
Probably on the same street.
So you're on the same side of the road as them.
Yeah.
And you're going to get up the top of the building above them.
Yeah.
With them seeing you go where? How'd
you
get
I'm
up
not going to go
there?
in the fucking front door.
Well, that would look us though, wouldn't it?
Well, actually, yeah, you can walk in.
No, but you said you're not going to. So you're going to the front door, right? So what are you going to do?
Wait, you just walk up to a building and then walk in dressed as Batman.
Because he could go in not dressed and then get changed when he's in there and then be up the top.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. There are other ways. Yeah, see, Batman would do that, but that is one where he could do it.
Surely Batman doesn't
take about half an hour.
No, not with bat gadgets. He could have a costume got down. He could walk into a bar.
Surely Batman only gets in his costume when he's back at his like secret bat.
No, he's other ways of doing it. If you've seen some of the films, he's done it in his vehicle. He's had in the games, he has a box drop down. He just gets in it, I think, and then his costume.
Well, that would just be a bit too convenient.
Like Iron Man, yeah, but that's a gadget, Pete. It's something that Batman could have. But anyway, you're not doing that anyway. You said you won't go through the front door because that's stupid.
No.
So what are you going to do? You're walking down the street. Are you in your bat costume or not?
No.
You're not in your bat costume, right? So you're walking down the street. You see this happening in the distance. What are you doing?
I'd probably find a different way to
I know,
to the top of the building. Rather than going, I don't know if they've got like a fire ladder or anything.
So you're going to try and climb a fire ladder.
Yeah, I'll scale that.
So you're going to sneak into an alleyway next door, climb a fire ladder, right? Okay, so you got to the top of the roof.
And then if I've got this box of many costumes,
not many costumes.
How many costumes do you need?
Right, the pink.
Batman. Green Lantern, Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Right. You've got your Batman costume on. You're at the top of the roof. What are you doing? You're looking down at the end, guys and the woman. She's probably half beaten by now, lying on the floor. Because she took forever getting up the ladder. Because you took forever getting up the ladder. So right.
I'll possibly like do the whole smoke grenade down.
Right. So throw a smoke grenade down. Everyone's coughing. No one can see. What do you do then?
Has Batman got thermal goggles?
He's got thermal goggles.
Well, say he drops them on.
Yep, put the
He
goggles
then
on.
grappling hook off the roof, sort of like parasail down the side.
So how are you doing this then? You parasailing. So like abseiling, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. Abseiling. Do the whole like shoot the other side of the building, like other side of the roof or something.
So you got from abseiling to doing a grappling line across. To
no, not across, but like in a way. If he like shot a wall and then used that.
So what you mean is you do an arc down.
No.
And you slide down.
No, parasail.
So you shoot down and you put on a parachute and you zip down.
So not parachute.
Abseiling. Abseiling would be when you put the hook on and you jump down the building you're on, bit by bit.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Okay, so you took a good 5 minutes abseiling down. The smoke's starting to clear. Now what?
Well, you chuck another one down.
So you throw another one down.
But in those
just go, it's really hard.
So why don't you bother going to the top of the building and throw a smoke bomb down to then do it again?
Alright then.
No, you carry on. You've done it now, yeah.
Well, another smoke grenade at them.
Well, then at this point you're right next to them. They're really coughing now. Even the old woman's almost dying. No one can see anything.
Well, then
you're there. Have you got a mask to cover yourself from the smoke? Because right now you're coughing as well.
Yeah, I've got my smoke mask.
So what, you're now going to put it on?
Smoke mask.
Well, I put it on at the top.
Well, you didn't say that though, Pete. Right, so you've just put the smoke mask on after coughing for a bit. Okay. Right, now you're there. Now what do you do?
Now I'm there.
It's not difficult.
I'm going to try to try and just like knock out the other three guys.
Okay, how do you knock them out? How?
Hand on hand fight.
You're going to hand on hand fight them?
Yeah.
Hand on hand.
They've got guns, they could shoot you at any point.
Yeah, but
you're not skilled in fighting them because you're you.
If they can't see because of the smoke, they're not going to sort of...
Okay, so you're going to hit him in the crotch, basically.
Well, not hit him in the crotch, but like not just a proper sort of like pow.
No, because but you remember you're in your physical peak condition you're in now against 3 big bad guys. Yeah.
Well then, while the smoke's out, you probably try and.
Okay, so you're gonna try and disable them. Are you gonna out? So you're gonna hit them down. So one goes down, the other 2 here and start shooting at you. Now what?
Right, is it maybe
they're blind fire?
Is Batman's cape?
They might hit the old lady.
Yeah, is Batman?
It's not bulletproof.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I suppose a bit where he pulls his cape over him and it's like bulletproof.
No, it's not bulletproof. It's like temperature proof, I think.
Oh, okay.
Not bulletproof, because that would just be ridiculous.
We'll say at that point, as soon as you've got him to the ground, you turn around, use like bat ninja stars.
Okay, so you've spun round, threw the ninja stars at him,
chucked a couple of them,
and they hit him.
Chucked a couple of them, just
not anywhere.
So where have you thrown it at them on them?
Sort of chest or head.
So you've aimed right. So you've just killed 2 people. So you've already broken Batman's rule of killing anyone because you aimed it at their head and chest.
All right, well then.
No, it's too late. You've killed 2 people, right? Yeah, you've got one who's on the floor going ah. By this point, he's now reaching for his gun to shoot you. What do you do?
Kick the gun away.
Okay, right. Let's kick the gun away. So he's just reaching around the floor. He's starting to get up. Now what do you do?
Knock him out.
Okay, so
while he's back up, if he's a bit sorry out.
Right, so you're going to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say for argument's sake, even though it'll probably take you a good few punches, he's knocked out.
Say he goes down in 1.
Okay, right, he's down in 1. Right, now what do you do? The old lady's almost dead. She's on the floor.
Or then, can Batman just like call his car and just turn?
Well, he can call his car. So you can call your car for an old lady. Yeah.
Get her in.
Chuck her in the car. Now what?
Drive her to the hospital. What? She's nearly dead. I know. The fucking hospital might be an idea.
So you're going to pull up, right? Did you get your ticket for parking as you come up? Yeah, right?
That's not an aspect of superhero. What superhero?
Get out of the way! Get out of my way!
Well, you said you're driving to the hospital, so you pull in the parking spot, you get out, right? You got your ticket, it's in the window.
Yeah.
You know, you got an hour, and then you're going to have to pay for it, so...
When Bruce
more than £3 something. You haven't got a credit card or anything on you, you're Batman. He doesn't carry around that stuff with him. Right, so you picked her up and you take her into the hospital, yeah?
Yeah.
What do? You get to reception, the big queue, what do you do?
Reception.
Just
queues.
Right, you're in the queue, now what?
All the times in films, you always see if that kind of thing happens. They bring someone who's really dead, doctor with rushes over, and they get him on like.
Yeah, but you think you're in Addenbrooke's in Cambridge. There's no one rushing. No one even notices apart from there's a weird guy in a bat suit.
With an old lady in his arms.
Yeah. Hold it up and go back.
Right, yeah. So
you probably save the person with the.
So you shove all the people out of the way and say clear way, uncomfortable, right? So everyone moves out of the way. You slap it down the reception desk?
No, you didn't just like drop her off and leave.
So, alright, so you stop in, so you fill out the paperwork. Right?
Well, no, I could say.
But what?
No, I could say like, oh, this woman needs help.
Okay.
Turn the Batman voice.
Yeah, in the Batman voice.
This lady needs help.
Okay. Alright, so they've got you to fill out the paperwork. You just fill out the paperwork and you drop her off, right? The old woman's just come conscious of it. She thinks you were the one who attacked her. What do? She's screaming at you. She's saying, he attacked me, he attacked me. What do?
Run away.
Run away. Okay. Yeah, but how do you just run out the door?
Jump out the window.
You jump out the right. So instead of using a smoke grenade and clearing the room and then just disappearing, you're going to run out the window, not even the door. You're going to run and jump out the window next to the door, which is also glass as well. So you smash out the window in Edinburgh's car park. Now what?
Well, is she on ground floor or like the top floor?
She's on the ground floor, reception, Pete. You don't go to the top floor. Yeah. All you've done is dropped her off.
I don't know if you meant like the eyes. She like.
No, so right, you're on the floor, you're just getting up off the floor, the security guard's like, what on earth's going on here? There's people running mental inside, there's a guy just jumped out the window.
Well, no,
now what?
If from reception then I'd go out the front door.
Yeah, but you just said you were smashing out the window. It's too late, Pete. You can't keep changing it.
I'd jump out the window, smash all the glass, be laying in the puddle of my own blood.
You're getting up, you're getting up, right, the guards are coming at you, now what do?
You've got to limp back to your car.
So you limp back to your car, right, you get in your car, you go to drive out, you haven't got your ticket paid for, now what do?
Just smash the barrier.
Just smash the barrier. Okay, so you get out and smash the barrier, and then you get back in the car.
And just absolutely floor it back home.
And you floor it back home and park your car outside your house.
Not my house, because if I'm.
Well, you just said home.
But if I'm Batman with all the money, I'd have the back. All the
but you haven't bought it yet.
How do I know that?
Because why would you back? So your back cave's at your house, yeah, in Ely.
Well, I'd have a secret place to park my car.
No, but you said you went home. Alright, so you go home and then you go to the back cave.
No, I'd probably go to the back cave then.
Alright, so alright, we'll let you say that one. You didn't go home, you went to the Batcave.
I'll go to the Batcave.
Okay. And are you pleased with your results?
No.
No.